He's in the European qualifier, which resumes in June. We didn't get to see much of him yesterday because his opponent, Petar Belbarov of Bulgaria, had to pull out after about 15 seconds with some sort of bicep muscle injury.
Yes, we saw that, and it looked devastating. I mean, you know, these are big men, and he, in the first 15 seconds, he could not go anymore, and his right arm, the bicep seemed to be swollen quite a bit. But so, based on that, Rogava moves into this one, and what we've seen from Jalolov has been nothing short of just incredibly efficient, and he's a handful.
Yeah, it was an exciting semi-final he had yesterday with Gergen Hovhannisyan of Armenia.
As a stare down.
Oh, wow.
It's the first one I really believe I've seen. I mean, sometimes they're looking away or looking at the referee. Those guys were looking right at each other.
You can see Jalolov with the big height and reach advantage. Rogava, I was impressed by his movement in the quarterfinals when he beat Turkey's Mehmetcan Izik. But Jalolov presents a very different test.
Yes.
Reigning world champion. Won the Amman Asian Olympic qualifier, so we'll see him in Tokyo. See Jalolov leading with the right in the southpaw stance. Oh, that's a good combination from Jalolov. That jab, as we saw yesterday, looks a potent weapon.
Yes, and he just has such range. You know, you can just see how you know, he's tall and he's got that big reach, and there's power behind him. And
Rogava not really doing too much at present. He's been subdued so far. He's going to have to throw caution to the wind at some point. Try and get inside that jab, inside that reach. But it's all Jalolov so far in round one.
Rogava, if you're trying to find a strategy or, you know, looking for some kind of a pattern you want to develop, it's very difficult. There's not a lot of openings, and they all come at a price.
Well, we saw Hovhannisyan yesterday really just try and pour forward.
Yes.
And he did have some success.
He did. He kind of blunted the length and tried to turn it in close, even though that was costly too. He scored, particularly later on in the bout.
He took some damage as he came in, and that's what you have to do against a man like Jalolov. 10 seconds left of round one, and Rogava just hasn't been able to get any sort of foothold in this contest. Jalolov doing as he pleases.
Yes, and he's used to that often.
I mean, he scales over 2 meters. I think it's 2 meters and 4 or 2 meters and 5, but he moves so well.
Yes, that's the thing. It's he really has it all. I mean,
super heavyweight, plus 91 kilograms.
So if you're Rogava, what's the What's the plan B? Or
I think it's head down and try and get beyond that reach. Saying Jalolov's in excess of 2 meters. His corner man looks almost half his height. See it again after the next round, but real little and large in the Uzbek corner. Rogava, a bit more go forward from him, but Jalolov using his feet well. And then Rogava just does land a shot, landed a right. It's the first shot he's landed, gets through with the left, and he's had a round to try and work out what he's going to do. Now he needs to put some theory into practice. But Jalolov using that jab. More activity from Rogava, which he needs.
Yesterday, Hovhannissian was strong enough to be able to pour in and clench and hold up and sort of reset. But it looks difficult here for Rogava.
Midway through round 2, and the tall southpaw Bakhodir Jalolov well in charge against Tsotne.
He just has this look that that he's next level. Am I wrong?
No, I think you're accurate there in that summation. He is the world champion after all.
Right.
And he's performing like one.
Oh,
that's a
right.
Beautiful right. And Rogava's trying. He's up the work rate, but it's not having too much success.
He's throwing a little Uzbek dance in there too.
Combination from Jalolov, gets on the move. As you've said, Tom, these are super heavyweights. We talk about the heavier men, and there is that puncher's chance.
It's just hard getting close enough, even.
It is.
And he hasn't put together, I don't think, a combination yet. And then when the big man goes to this, when Jalolov goes into like sticking and moving and somewhat of an Ali fashion, you know, it's a very successful strategy.
Yeah, he's well on top, and I think for Rogava, it's going to have to be giving it everything in round 3, and just, yes, you're probably going to get hit coming in, but he's might have to try that for just a minute or 2.
Yeah, but again, what I was
he
impressed...
can't win this on points, can he?
What?
I mean, he can't.
No, exactly. And puncher's chance, I would have given yesterday when we saw Hovhannissian from Armenia. I thought had a puncher's chance.
He showed enough to suggest that,
because he was hitting him a little bit in the third round. He could lean on him, and he was big enough to impose. But at this point, I'm not sure Rogava is big enough to impose himself.
saw from the replay, he did get through with a couple of shots, the Ukrainian, but nothing to trouble Jalolov.
Well, I think that's also another mark of a champion, is that when you get hit, it doesn't look like you get hit. You take it so well.
Yeah. Third and final round, final bout of this Strandja Memorial in Sofia. And Bakhodir Jalolov on the brink of a third gold for Uzbekistan.
It would be third in the last 4 bouts, no?
Yes, no. Because we had the walkover.
Yeah, because of the walkover.
That's correct.
I'm memorizing their anthem here.
Rogava stalking his man, trying to back him up.
Oh,
that's fine boxing from Jalolov.
Exactly, that's the thing.
That's better from Rogava. A couple of body shots, which Jalolov felt. He's got 2 minutes to turn this around. Oh, slip from Jalolov. That's the biggest or closest thing to a mishap he's had so far.
Yep.
But Rogava, he's trying to get something going here.
Yeah. It's his best little flurry there. But then...
Good combination from Jalolov.
And he goes body. That's...
Just over a minute to go. Rogava, he's really got to throw the kitchen sink at this now.
Yes. And he's trying.
But Jalolov's just a bit too
and they're talking.
Quick and clever.
They're talking to each other, and the ref says enough of that. And here we are again. These big guys are having fun.
But Jalolov, he's just that.
He says he wants more. Look at this again. I think you got to just let him talk, don't you? Who knows what's been said, but, you know, there's smiles on their faces. I'm sure it's not polite, but
not sure it's broadcastable. But 15 seconds to go. Oh, that was a good left from Jalolov on the retreat. But Rogava gets through with one. That's a rarity for the Ukrainian, with the right hand getting through. And Jalolov wants to trade at the end of this bout.
Now it's personal.
End of the contest, and I don't think there's any doubt.
No.
Who's won that?
No, but it was entertaining.
And it was a classy display from the
a little bit
champion.
of some stuff there, some talking, and those things happen.
But Jalolov in control all the way. Looked like he might have been a little bit riled at the end by the trash talking.
I think so, and I think his opponent did what he wanted. He kind of got him distracted a little bit, and maybe got a few extra shots in. But he needed that one knockout shot, and it wasn't coming.
And he never looked likely to get that.
Winner by split decision into the blue corner, the boxer representing Uzbekistan, Bakhodir.
Well, I'm amazed to hear it's a split decision.
Somebody had him losing?
Yeah, one judge had Rogava winning the first and the third rounds, and
wow,
not quite sure I saw that, but it's immaterial. There's your winner, Bakhodir Jalolov. Third gold on the day for Uzbekistan to close out this Strandja Memorial competition. And